Before stepping on the plane to come to the Rio Olympics, Melissa Bishop said anything could happen if she could make it to the 800-meter final. Saturday night, she set a new national record and so very nearly won an Olympic medal to go with it. The race, as widely expected, was won by South African runner Caster Semenya in her best ever time and the fastest in the world all year, 1 minute and 55.28 seconds. Burundi's Francine Niyonsaba, a little more than a second behind her, took silver, with Kenya's Margaret Nera Wambui edging Bishop, the 28-year-old from Eganville, Ontario, for bronze. It was a fast race from the start with runners trying to push the pace looking for a way to beat Semenya. Bishop was tucked right in behind her on the inside lane. The plan was just to stick at the lead and try and respond as smoothly as possible, so we did what we could, Bishop said. She was running in third place until the final 50 meters when Wambui came up on the outside and passed her just before the line. This racing is all going to come down to the last 50 meters, so much opens up there, Bishop said. It was to be expected that everybody would be there, I just didn't think it was going to turn out like that. We work so hard for this stuff, fourth really sucks, she said, before turning away, tears streaming down her face. Her time of 1:57.02 was the fastest she has ever run and lowered her own national record. There was little doubt the women's 800-meter final was going to be a dramatic event even before the 8 runners stepped onto the track at Olympic Stadium. From Russian doping to gender testing rules, this event has been full of controversy. Throw in the considerable speculation that Semenya might be capable of breaking the 1983 world record of 1 minute and 53.28 seconds, the longest standing outdoor track record, and Saturday night's race was much anticipated. Bishop arrived looking to answer one question: how can I possibly get myself around the track any quicker? She was hoping that whatever that answer was, it would be enough to win an Olympic medal. While Semenya was considered the heavy gold medal favorite and Niyonsaba the likely silver medalist, Bishop was a strong contender to make the podium. She won silver at the last World Championships, breaking the national record, and since then had lowered it, seemingly at will, in races against tough competitors, and just last month in a race where she had no competition at all. I really want to get in the final and then anything can happen, Bishop said, last month right after qualifying for the Canadian team. Not that long ago, making the final would have seemed a stretch, let alone running nearly to a medal. At the London Games in 2012, Bishop's Olympic debut, she was a sub-2-minute runner, but she was young and not quite ready for the Olympic pressure. She didn't advance out of her heat. Bishop came to Rio as a faster and far more confident runner. That, in part, came from 2 injuries last year. When she came back from those to win gold at the 2015 Pan Am Games and silver at the Worlds, Bishop realized she could win on the biggest of stages, even under challenging circumstances. First came the abdominal tear in January 2015. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't bike. I couldn't swim. I couldn't cough or sneeze. It hurt to sit up. It was the hardest thing I've ever done to sit on my couch for 6 weeks and just watch time tick away and watch people race, she said in an interview before Rio. Then came a sprained ankle 4 months later. That was heartbreaking, actually heartbreaking, she recalled. How can I never have had an injury before in my career and then, at this point, have 2 really serious ones? But when she started training again, Bishop found she was faster than ever. It was a confidence boost like no other. It was letting go of doubt and believing, she said. Bishop is still coached by her former University of Windsor coach, Dennis Farrell, and she, more than most athletes, credits him with her success as a runner.